This is as Podeng. No, not this is Podeng. This one. Wait, aren't you guys missing some members?
Oh, yeah. The other 3 members are going to join us to the online meeting.
Oh yes, and they are obsessed with social media.
What do you mean? No, we're not. Okay, maybe we are.
Have you guys heard that social media has contributed to the growing mental health crisis among youth?
What? Seriously?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are aware of it. Can you share some knowledge with the viewer?
Oh, for sure. Go ahead, Keisha.
Okay, so these last few years, social media and mental health have become a major discussed topic because the rise of social media and mental health is live. And because of that, many suggest that there is a cause and effect between these two topics. In this video, I'll discuss about the connection, effects, impacts, and also philosophical ideas to overall better understand about this.
Can you also explain to them the definitions?
Sure, let me just call my team.
Hello?
Hi,
Kay. Okay, what have you guys been discussing?
Sissy, can you explain me about social media?
Sure, Naomi is also here to talk about what mental health is.
Alright guys, take it away.
So, social media is a platform and apps that prioritize interaction, community participation, content creation, and sharing among users. It has become a big impact in our lives, and this is why it can influence the development of mental health, starting from its effect on how we interact, our decision making, and our social life. Social media may be the reason behind the increased development of psychological effects in teenagers, such as low self-esteem, a contributing factor of the mental health condition.
Oh, so that's what social media is. Well, anyway, other than social media, we're also going to talk about the other variable, which is mental health. So, mental health is how people think, behave, and also feel. It's the state of how individuals learn to cope with life, cope with stress, and also realize their abilities and learn to do them well. When you have a good mental health, it tends to reflect a good quality of life. But when you have a negative one, it shows that you're not living in the best quality, as mental health affects day-to-day lives. It affects your activities, what you eat, what you do, and of course your motivation to do things. There are various factors to how mental health issues develop among you, and it can't be narrowed down to just one factor, as a lot of factors are supporting each other or also contradicting each other. While it can't be determined by a single cause, social media is often suspected as one of the main causes of mental health issue development in young generations.
Hi guys, so I'm gonna explain about the mental disorder. Mental disorder, also known as mental health problems, affect how people think, feel, and behave. Individuals with this condition often experience anxiety, sensitivity, and depression, which can make daily life difficult and overwhelming. These challenges can also affect people around them if mental health problems are not properly addressed. So to reduce this risk, people with mental health condition need more than a medical treatment. They require support such as education, employment opportunities, safe housing, and change to participate in social activities. A holistic approach from institution and society is essential to manage mental health problems and improve overall well-being.
Wow, that's interesting.
Of course it is, because many people have been questioning and correlating between social media and mental health development.
And what is that, may I ask?
So basically, we have discussed 4 types of questions. So the first question is about how social media can share impact, especially to young people, because the main target of social media is young people, and it's very popular and common in them. And then the second question is about the mental health impacts. So because many people tend to suffer from mental health after scrolling or utilizing or having excessive exposure of social media, and it can share impacts to their mental health, such as depression or maybe anxiety, FOMO, and other kinds of disorders. And then the third part is about to what extent has social media become the core cause of mental health development, of mental health disorders. So it means that social media doesn't really become the only one to share impact to young people, but there are other supporting roles. And then the last part is about the philosophical ideas. So we must correlate the philosophical ideas and concepts to this topic, and also social ethical concept to this topic. Thank you.
That seems interesting. Why do you guys ask these questions?
So the first objective of this research is to understand how social media affects young people both positively and negatively. This includes its influence on behavior, identity, emotional well-being, and social relationship in the digital era. For the second objective is to examine the psychological impacts of social media, particularly on cognitive skills and decision making. For the third objective is to assess whether social media can be considered a major source of mental health challenges. This involves distinguishing between the direct effects of social media use and other cultural or environmental factors. And for the final objective is to evaluate the ethical and moral responsibilities of social media platforms by applying philosophical and ethical frameworks. This research examines whether these technologies support or harm young people's mental well-being.
Oh, hey guys, I think we might be able to join you guys. Bye!
Alright, see you guys here.
Okay, while waiting for them to come here, I'll tell you about the importance of this topic. So in a world where everything is all revolved around social media and technology in general, it's crucial to know whether or not mental health solely relies on the impact of social media. So, understanding both helps identify the further steps that we can do to minimize the unwanted things that we don't want. Like developing self-awareness, self-control, and also critical thinking can reduce the risk. And the relationship between these two is something that we can see every single day in our daily lives. However, it's also crucial to note that these things are also affected by external things like one's environment and their social life.
Yeah, for sure, Kate. But there is no doubt they do have positive impact.
Hey, look, it's Naomi and Sissy.
Okay, back to the topic. Young generation as an active user can positively affect their mental well-being, defined as a sense of goodness, purpose, and control. By avoiding toxic content and following positive page, they experience reduced stress and increased motivation. Social media allow global connection, access to knowledge and skill, and opportunities for self-expression. All of that builds confidence and personal identity. And it also supports educational growth through learning material, tutorial, and access to educators, with encouraging independent study. Additionally, social media provide safe communities where young generation can share their experience, reduce isolation, and improve their mental health. While used wisely, it becomes a supportive space when they feel heard and connected.
While I agree with you, Nas, I feel that there are also negative impacts which can bring risk to psychological health if it's used uncontrolled. Social media design promotes compulsive use through its mechanism like instant gratification from notification, fear of missing out, and personalized algorithmic feeds, which can lead to addictive scrolling and loss of time. These scrolling activities can increase user screen time. Even researchers found that users who watch short video for less than an hour per day maintain stable academic performance. This indicates that too much short video consumption negatively affects student concentration.
It's positive.
No, it's negative.
It's positive.
Now guys, behave.
Okay guys, actually, it's not a matter of negative or positive impact. It's just a matter of to what extent social media impacts the mental health development. In most cases, mental health development is developed due to external factors, like how an individual uses social media, their external factors of family and friends, and other behaviors. Overall, while social media can contribute to both positive and negative outcomes, again, it's based on the impact it gives and to what extent it gives to the individual. And while it can't be denied that social media has a connection to the mental health or the psychological factors, we can't also completely say that social media use equals to negative impacts or social media use equals to positive impacts. It's a whole range of discussions that we need to discuss further, and we need to also learn more about the topic.
And we're back on track. To spice it up, let's play a game of roulette. Let's talk about the philosophy behind these effects, shall we? What are some philosophical concepts we can relate to this matter?
Well, the first concept would definitely be existentialism. Existentialism focuses on individual experience, freedom, and search for meaning. Social media allows young people to explore and express about themselves to others. However, the present to present as an idealist person can result a feeling of insecurity and social comparison. It can lead to a challenge of the development of young person identity.
And then I'm gonna explain the second part. The second theory is about consequentialism. So basically, in terms of social media, the ethically positive effect on the users will perceive the effects through education or maybe communication skills or other skills that can benefit them. And on the other hand, the ethically negative or harmful effects from the uses of social media can even harm people to mental health or even the decrease of self-esteem, because consequentialism tend to overview the concept from the results of a certain action.
So utilitarianism is a type of base ethics that judge from their base outcomes, aiming to create happiness based on their greatest number of people. When applied to social media, it asks whether its use brings more benefits or harms to their society, especially for young people. While social media can increase happiness through entertainment, it becomes morally concerning from a utilitarian view if it causes widespread stress and anxiety among young users.
So, the psychology of morality refers to people's belief about right and wrong. When people frame issues based on the well-being of larger groups, those issues become moralized. This is crucial for understanding how individuals will judge their own and others' online actions. From a positive perspective, social media can enhance a young person's moral and mental well-being if it's used within a positive online environment. But uncontrolled use of social media can harm a young people's moral judgment and mental health. Social media itself is neither good nor bad. Its impact depends on the moral norms, values, and type of interaction it facilitates.
So, to conclude this topic of discussion, social media and psychological effects do have relationship to some extent, but other external factors such as family, relationships, things like that also affect how psychological and mental health develops in a young person. As explained before, all the philosophical concepts can become an evaluation for the person and evaluate its ethical implications. After our further analysis, it suggests that social media doesn't directly affect the development of psychological mental health, but rather many external things also affect the relationship. This is why it's more important to know your usage and be mindful when using social media so that it doesn't affect your mental health compared to social media directly affecting psychological mental health itself. Hey, where's Keisha?
I'm right here. So, this is all we have to say about social media and mental health with its philosophical concepts. This is Podeng signing out. Bye!